All right, folks, welcome back to PrepperNow. Today we're going to talk about a couple different things. We're going to talk about the shutdown, and we're going to talk about a possible ceasefire, or maybe not. Welcome to PrepperNow.
Please, Lord, help me get one more.
And Schumer is a Palestinian as far as I'm concerned. You know, he's become a Palestinian. He used to be Jewish. He's not Jewish anymore. He's a Palestinian. Okay.
All right, friends, thanks so much for being here. Hit the buttons and stuff. I want to give a little update. These, of course, are things that could be affecting us financially. As it stands right now, I think the Dow is down by about 700 points. So we're still seeing the aftermath of everything, of the tariffs and all that. So if things go in the wrong direction for this shutdown, well, it could have really dire effects on the markets. So we're going to start there. And much to the dismay of the Democrats, they really don't have the leverage they used to. We, of course, saw the House get the CR, the continuing resolution, over the goal line, with Massey being the lone holdout, but a Democratic representative from Maine came over and crossed party lines. So, funny, the government, of course, always has its problems, but the political advantage of the Republicans is definitely starting to show, and the Democrats just don't have the ability to stop what they used to. And so, of course, Mr. Trump and his agenda is marching forward. So, Senate has 53 Republicans, 47 Democrats. 8 Democrats would need to cross party lines to avert this shutdown, okay? So we have a couple different things that could happen, but Democrats could just, come over and say, all right, hold out to the very end, and then they get a vote where 8 of them cross over and maybe get an extension, or just, basically run it up to the goal line or to the buzzer and eventually cross over, knowing that the political damage, everything of this thing, because it's kind of a clean bill. There's not a lot of pork and all that, but what they would be doing is basically holding out for political advantage to hopefully get the Republicans to stop some of the advances on curtailing the amount of people we have in our federal government, okay? So there'd be a theatrical element of that, and then, of course, they would do that. Things would go back to normal. This is probably what will happen because, again, they don't have a lot of leverage. They don't have a lot of ability to stave this off. So if the government does that, Schumer would have to face the more progressive line of things in his parties, and eventually the Republicans would get what they want. If not, then what would happen is you will see the Democrats hold out, and at that point you'd probably see markets really crap the bed. They, of course, will come out and say, oh, it's because of these tariffs and everything else, but it'll pretty much be known that it is the Democrats that are holding up this continuing resolution, which I think funds them through September and makes it so Trump can get his political goals. I personally think they will give in. There's too much going on right now. Trump is getting political wins. There's a ceasefire that is potential right now, and that does have a lot to do with it. So I would say right now they probably will run it up to the buzzer, but eventually they will give in and they will continue this fight because, again, the Democrats just don't have any leverage, really. But if not, well, you're going to see some political and financial mayhem. And at that point, I don't really know what the Democrats could do to offer or what the Republicans could do, but there'd be some negotiating. But there'd probably be a good little while, like a week of wrangling, maybe over the weekend, but we'll see. Democrats don't have a lot in the tank right now. So, as for the ceasefire, well, the Russians are really going at it. They have basically kicked out the Ukrainians out of Kursk. There was talk last night that they were entering into Sumy. It's a region up to the north, kind of by Belarus, and really going after the reserves that had crossed over and trying to really put the final nails in the coffin of anything going on up there. Still some strong fighting down towards the south area. Odessa's been getting pounded. Crimea, they were planning an attack on that bridge, but then the Maxar satellite thing was taken away. Well, now that's back. The Ukrainians are really kind of in a poor position, okay? So they're, leaving military equipment behind. Putin knows this. He knows that they don't really have a lot of options. And, he's saying that with this 30-day ceasefire, he needs a lot of stipulations, and he's got a list of these. He said basically Ukraine can't mobilize, okay? They can't train soldiers, and they can't receive weapons. So there's a full-on pause of everything that they're doing. So Putin also said that they have advanced nearly 2,000 kilometers of front line recently, and they're really giving them a heck of a time. So in 30 days, he said, how is this all going to be used? He basically doesn't want them to train, to mobilize, or to get anything new. He wants them to completely stop. He wants the ceasefire to be enforced. He wants to know what kind of control and verification will be going on and who will be monitoring the ceasefire if it is agreed upon. Now, some portions of the media are saying that it has been agreed upon, but they are still negotiating, so don't, jump the gun. But Russia has laid out its list of demands. Reuters says they are looking at it. The Americans kind of knew that this would be coming from them. They just took the city of Sudzha. This is in Kursk. Kursk is effectively over for the Ukrainians. And Putin is now in full military regalia, going around and kind of doing a bit of a victory lap. So as it pertains to a ceasefire, the Ukrainians really need it. So we shall see. Now ball's in Putin's court and, ball's in Schumer's court, but I don't know if he wants the Schumer shutdown trending on Twitter. We shall see. So there's a general update right there. As it pertains to you, you should keep prepping. Financial, gold is going way up, the tariffs, and I think the shutdown are helping that along. And then, of course, just things depend. It is good, but as soon as this thing goes on in the eastern portion of Europe, you could potentially see some problems flare up in the Middle East as, you pause one problem so you can start another. All right? God bless, friends. Tonight, we have got the 5 Wise Men of Prepping. We'll be doing it at 9 p.m. Eastern with Prepper Dog, Modern Refugee, Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival, and Roaming Prepper. Topics are going to be inflation, WW3, post-Trump, win America, general prepping stuff, and anything else we can fit in. So, roundtable style. Everybody will get the question, a few minutes each. Last time we had excellent response. I hope you will be there. These are some of the smartest minds in prepping. I really love talking to them, and that's why we're going to keep doing this. And I'm so glad they've come back for more. So check out on my community post. I put the links and everything there if you'd like to join us. We strongly hope that you will, and we will see you on the next one. Links in the description. God bless.